How's going well? Thirsty Thursday. We started early today because I'm going on my hunting trip. Just want to say fucking happy 4th of July for everyone. I'm in the future, so I'm celebrating early for you Americans. Fucking God bless America. Got my MAGA hat on today. Delicious. I'm starting early. It's 1 o'clock. I was going to do it at 12 and I thought, nah, that's too much of an alcoholic. You know what I mean? 1 o'clock's just a little bit more respectful. Do you know what I'm talking about? Sober Dolb. Hey, mate. Someone's already viewing. That's great. What's the time over in America if you're over there? Sober Dobbs. You're fucking legend, mate. 2 watching. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I know it's not my normal Thirsty Thursday time, but yeah, here we go. I'm going to have a shot. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm having a fucking moonshine, celebrating from the future. It's 4th of July over here, you know. We're going to fucking get into it. I got me, have a fucking sneaky moonshine shot just to get the fucking party started, you know what I mean? This is one of my, it's between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Jeez. So you guys will be ready to just get on it. Tomorrow's a public holiday, isn't it? Or you get the day off paid for if you work for the government over there. That's all right. This is one of my only memorabilia left from when I went on my holiday to America. My Bubba Gump shot glass. Some good shit. Love the moonshine. You know what I mean? Fucking hooking in. Thanks for fucking tuning in. What time's Nightwave radio start? Someone let me know. Hopefully when I'm coming home on the train tonight, I can get on Daywave radio. I'll be pissed as after celebrating the 4th of July. The fucking most amazing day of the year in America. Nice haircut. Yeah, thanks, mate. I fucking cut it myself. I'll show you this. I'm fucking, yeah, and I got my camera mounted like on the laptop now and my mic stand. Check this out. I've created my own new haircut and I've left like a little like soul patch at the back. And my missus, she's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, yeah, mate. It's like a sneaky little mullet, you know what I mean? Hey, yeah, Bogan, when you coming back? You and the lady were welcome to stay with us in New York City. Thanks heaps, JC. Probably will, eh? Definitely thinking about it. My missus is like, I'm so keen. We love America. I was trying to talk her into moving over to America actually the other day. I was like, let's do it. She's like, oh, she's so attached to her family, which is kind of nice. Nightwave is live now, Dusty. No shit. That's why I'm fucking not getting any viewers. That was really poor strategic choosing of the time for me. It's on right now for another hour or so, but Mersh is playing video games. Oh, okay, sweet. I should copy and paste my this live into his chat and then post it. You know what I mean? I should even get him over here. Do the full snook. Thanks for letting me know. America loves the bogan. Amen. I think there's a bogan deep down inside everyone just waiting to get out. If you remember Full Metal Jacket when they said that and they were like, he was saying to the fucking Viet Cong or someone, he's like screaming in some Vietnamese dude's face. I think it was. He was like, remember, deep down inside every gook, there's an American waiting to get out. And I think the Vietnamese actually love America too. The truth be told, how tall are you, Dusty? Fuck, I'm pretty tall, maybe 6'2" or something. Raw bogans deep down. Amen. All right, let's read some fucking articles here. Fucking hook in. So I can't see your comment section because I'm reading off my laptop, but I'll be back. Here we go. Donald Trump. This is an article written by ABC News, which is the Australian broadcast. They take $1 billion of taxpayers' money a year. And most of it's left wing, like fucking PC madness and stuff. But they've been put under the pump by some good politicians who are like, we're just going to defund the whole thing unless it becomes fair and balanced. So I should try and read the articles more and find out like what the fuck's going on with these fucking weirdos, mate. Let's try to chuck this here so I can. Nah, forget about it. Anyway, let's read this. Let's read this article by the ABC. SBS, I think it is. Oh, this is SBS. I think they're both funded by the taxpayers in Australia. It's bullshit. Anyway, Donald Trump, the showman, is getting his own big 4th of July show. What a fucking legend. There's no denying that the US President Trump has always been a showman. After years appearing on American television and reality programs, The Apprentice. He kicked off his presidential campaign 4 years ago by gliding down the glided escalator on Trump Tower in New York, 5th Avenue. What a fucking legend. Pretty sure I went there, and when I was in New York, I didn't even realize, like, I was in, my mate stayed in Trump Tower. I think it was one of his hotels. And I was like, fuck, I didn't even get to absorb that and enjoy it, you know? Anyway, hopefully this article isn't gay as fuck. I haven't read it yet. He staged multiple photo ops with Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, the latest being last weekend when he became the first president to step foot into Korea. Yeah, what a fucking legend. I'm surprised they're not rubbishing him in this article. And now Trump is going to get a show of his own on America's biggest patriotic holiday. That's fucking good. It's nice that they've actually said patriotic holiday, because some of these lefty nutcases are like, patriot means racism and all that, which is bullshit. But so good on them. They've actually said it correctly. A holiday extravaganza. Not content with the usual festivities, Mr. Trump is putting on his own holiday extravaganza. Set to feature a speech on the steps of Lincoln Memorial, one of Washington's most heralded monuments. Mr. Trump supposedly got the idea for a holiday display during a 2017 visit to France. We attended Bastille Day celebration. I think that's when they had. Let's see what fucking Bastille Day is actually. I forget. I've been to France. It's really nice. I've been to, like the fucking Napoleon's tomb. Okay, it just took me to a YouTube video. Fuck that. Anyway, we know what the French, it'd be like French fucking Bastille Day. Yeah, it's something to do with Napoleon. I could be wrong. We'll look it up later. I need to fucking learn this shit anyway. In true Trump fashion, his version of 4th of July will be bigger and more intrusive than the concert and fireworks shows that has taken place in the past 39 years. Fuck yeah. I want it to be intrusive and all this, what I say, intrusive. Man, who gives a fuck? You need to celebrate hot dogs and hamburgers and fucking beer for everyone. Mr. Trump's assembly is forcing a brief closure of Reagan National Airport so the flyover military planes can take place. It's also set to include U.S. Army tanks so heavy they could not be driven on Washington streets, but had to be brought into the Capitol by rail earlier this week before being put on display. They have that in Australia on an Anzac Day parade. They just drive them in on trucks. It's still fucking cool. Better than no tanks. Plus a VIP section. Mr. Trump is thus putting his own stamp on the ultimate American public holiday, which commemorates the singing of the Declaration of Independence, signaling America's separation from Britain. He's causing what some feel is unneeded fuss, let alone expense. Oh, fucking bullshit. You need to go all out on America. America's Day. Just go ballistic. It's like a picture. It's a good opportunity to be like, encourage patriotism and like civic nationalism. I reckon that's like, I always say it's my duty. In Australia, we have Australia Day. And like the Aboriginals, I don't think even the Aboriginals are really cracking the shits about it. Fuck, how retarded am I? I didn't even plug my mic in. How fucking stupid I am. Nah. Thanks for putting up with my bullshit. Anyway, in Australia, we have Australia Day. And the lefties who cry and carry on like babies, you know what I'm talking about, right? They always cry and go, the Aboriginals. They reckon the Aboriginals are like, don't like the date. They want us to change the 26th. It's when Arthur Phillips came to Australia and declared it like a colony. And they cracked the shits and say the Aboriginals want the date changed. But I don't think the Aboriginals really care. But I think it's a good opportunity. I said straight up, like as a leader in the Proud Boys, I was like, this is an opportunity to some Aboriginals might want the date changed, but I would just say to them like, hey, how about we be proactive here and be like, invite our Aboriginal mates and make sure we honour them on this day as well. So maybe we don't have to change the date. We can just honour the Aboriginals more, make them feel more comfortable. And then with new Australians, be like, here, mate, here's an Aussie flag. Come to the barbecue. Let's play cricket. We do our stuff. Get pissed, listen to music and stuff. It's awesome. But it's a great opportunity. That's all I'm saying. It's a good opportunity to fucking invite all these, you be like, hey, dude, you're American now. You're America. And be like, just share that. Because I think, like, if you're like an immigrant, you're not going to, like, feel comfortable celebrating it maybe as much. But if you like, encourage them to participate, be like, yeah, you can participate. We want you to be a part of this. Come absorb the Americana. And that's the best part. If they do, and then they just become like full fucking awesome and like in love with America. That's what you want. That's what we want in Australia. So when we have Australia Day, it's a great opportunity to be like, hey mate, fucking watch come celebrate with us, enjoy it. You know what I mean? July 14 is Bastille. Storming of the Bastille, French Revolution. There you go. Thanks fucking heaps, Harry Henderson. You're a legend, mate. How many people are here? Mine says 2. Mine says 9. That's fuck all. Someone should go and post this link in Mersh's, because Nightwave radios are right now, so probably get fuck all. I didn't time it very well. Anyway, you fucking get that in life. I got to I'm going on my hunting trip tomorrow, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time with my missus tonight because I'm going to be away for a long weekend. So I had to push forward Thirsty Thursday from my normal time. Anyway, didn't really fucking work out for the number of people viewing, but anyway, sounds like evil fascist talk to me, Dusty. Yeah. Come celebrate our nation and feel like a part of it. You know what I mean? I know, radical, right? Australia-Kana, yeah. Australiana, mate. That's it. That's what we need to promote. All right, geez. Yeah. All right, let's get back into. I should stalk Mersh's. I'm gonna stalk. I'm gonna fucking stalk what Mersh's doing on Daywave, Nightwave. Yeah, fuck. I didn't even think about this. He's live now, the bastard. Shit, he's just playing video games. 194 people are watching. Alright, watch this shit. I'm gonna be such a sneak. I'm gonna be a fucking real super sneaky right here, and I'm gonna post the link. I'm undercutting him like a dog. Like, what a dog act. You know what I mean? Fucking seriously. People be like, what are you doing, you filthy bogan? It's a bogan act of love. You know what I mean? Think of it as like a term of endearment or something. Paste. Bang. I'll be like, hey mate, fucking watch me. I'm doing my live fucking Thirsty Thursday. I'll be like, tune in. Bogan in the chat. Sorry guys. I'm stealing your people. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to give him shit. I already stole his like graphics and stuff for my Saturday show when I do Bogan Wave Radio. It's such a sneaky trick. I was like, yeah. And my mate was like, you should ask him before you do that. I'm like, they don't care. That's the thing about this world. No one actually gives a fuck. You can just fly under the radar. It's like when The Guardian wrote a hit piece about me. I was like, you know what? One thing I believe in this world is no one gives a fuck about me or what I think. Really, you know what I mean? You should post the link, Bogan. They love hearing from you. Yeah, I just did. I just posted in the chat. I'll send him an email tonight after this, and I'll be like, "Hey, you're fucking going." I'll be like, and I'll try get fucking old mate onto my I'll try get on Daywave when I'm coming back from the pub tonight from celebrating the 4th of July. It is kind of cool because I'm learning a fair bit about the 4th of July and Independence Day. I read a fair bit of shit today. But get this, Independence Day is a 1996 American science fiction film directed by you know it is. You know what Independence Day is? It's a fucking movie about alien invasion, and Will Smith saves the fucking planet. That's what Independence Day is about. That's what the 4th of July is now. That's true Americana. Nah, I'm just breaking your balls. Independence Day was a forefront of a large-scale disaster film and sci-fi resurgence in the mid-90s. The film was released worldwide in 1996. An enormous mothership that has 1/4 the mass of the moon enters the orbit of the Earth, deploying assault fortress sources each 14 miles wide that takes position over the Earth's major cities. Satellite technicians decode a signal embedded within the global satellite transmission that determines that the alien countdown timer for a coordinated attack with help from former wife. See how, you know how they used to crack the shits and they were like, remember they did that fucking, what was that shit movie? I didn't actually see it. The Black Panther. And they're like, the first black superhero movie. Bullshit. Fucking hell. Look, the Independence Day was the first black superhero movie. And Blade. That was when we were in post-racism society before the PC madness took over. And when everyone could joke and no one gave a shit about this stuff. Trannies and gays were funny and cool. No one gave a fuck. Everyone thought Muslims were just like Aladdin. You watched Aladdin, you're like, yeah, that's all right. I'll eat a kebab. No fucking worries, mate. And trannies were cool, and black people were all good. White people used to like black people. We were like, they're fucking cool. They're like this minority. They're 14% of the American population. They've had a bit of a tough trot, but they've pulled their shit together, and they're all good. And we used to like them. We thought their music was cool, and the fucking actors, and they had a cool culture. We thought they were awesome, and then all of a sudden, the PC madness came and drove a giant wedge between black and white people. Well, they tried to, but I just fucking reject that shit. Just be like, you're a bunch of fucking losers. We were doing fucking good before the PC culture kicked in. Tried to fuck everyone over. Anyway, let's read more about this movie, Independence Day. The truth. It's like a I guess it's like a metaphor of like America saving the world. That's what the movie Independence Day is about. It's a metaphor. It's a powerful metaphor about America saving the day, kicking alien ass. You know what I mean? Where Will Smith is just a normal motherfucker. He's just a normal C, living his life and kicking ass, being a normal American. And then they had to fuck that up, didn't they? We have a greater threat than the aliens. The aliens will come in and bitch slap the PC culture. They'll be like, what are you doing? We want to come in and jump in on the 4th of July Americana. You know what I mean? We only come once a year, 4th of July, for hamburger hot dog. And aliens sound like Asian people. The superhuman race. I think Asians are the superhuman race. You know what I mean? They're super intelligent. They work the fucking asses off. And I actually get a lot. I don't think I've ever met a bad Asian. I almost got in a fight with a heap of Asians once in the city, but they all pulled out weapons really quickly. They were like, fuck you, and pulled out knives and shit. And we're like, whoa, that was fucked up. We just wanted to punch on, but nah, it wasn't going to happen. I forgive him, no worries, mate. Thank you, fuck. Anyway. Should I keep reading that? You all know the truth that the movie Independence Day was like a fucking. This is when this is the thing about movies that everyone needs to be careful of right now. Now we have movies. There's no good guy or bad guy. It's just everyone's a dickhead. Everyone's wrong. There's no right and wrong. There's no black and white. It's all mush and grey, which is fucked, right? And we're sitting there watching movies now, and we're like, what the fuck's going on? You don't even get movies like Independence Day where you have like a patriotic fucking hero who loves America and wants to save the world. I've been watching heaps of these Netflix shows, and they just like do not have fucking right or wrong or good or evil anymore. It's like the fucking that's like slowly disappearing out of shows. So you need to be aware of that. And if you watch the sweet old movies like fucking Independence Day, you'll be like, yes, they've got the metaphor right. They have the story right. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the most important thing about storytelling, because it embeds it into our culture, like what is right and wrong and what we're supposed to kind of do. I'll just watch Independence Day. Fuck yeah, it's a mad movie, eh? Machete was the last American patriot movie with that mad Mexican dude. And that Mexican dude from Machete. I haven't actually seen it because my bosses are like, he's like this old 60-year-old sexual deviant. He looks like Freddy Krueger. He looks like a Burns victim. And he's like, anything he pretty much says, I'm just like, it's probably going to be fucking over the top and disgusting. And he was like, yeah, that Machete movie is fucking good. And I was like, yeah, mate, tell me all about it. He probably just told me the worst part in the movie. You know what I mean? He was like, amazing. Bitch got raped with a machete. I was like, they shouldn't have let it you out the asylum, mate. But Yeah, I want to watch Machete, that movie, because that dude, I don't even know the guy's name. Someone could fucking help me out with that dude's name. He he's like a full patriot. He's like, yes, I come from America. He came from Mexico with nothing, and he's made it. And he believes in the American dream. It's like when I was in America, I had New Year's in Miami, and fucking, what's that guy's name? Pitbull. He did like a free live show. And Pitbull's like a fucking patriot, man. He like loves America. He's like anti-communism, pro-Americana. And that's what that dude is from the movie Machete. He's full fucking patriot. The evil anti-hero is the new good guy, yeah. I mean, Dolph Lundgren, that's why I used to always like Dolph Lundgren movies, and I do like Dolph Lundgren movies because he's like, he's a badass. He's not like a good guy. He's kind of just like a guy who gets forced to help people, and then he's like, didn't really want to do that, but I'll help you anyway. And it's kind of cool. Like, I like that it's cool. But yeah, the evil anti-hero, I mean, you see it in WWE. Chris Jericho talks about it, how he's like, when he goes to heel, when he plays the bad dude, and he's like, it's so hard to be heel because people love him. He can be such a fucking asshole, and people are like, yeah. But we need to have that distinction in movies. Danny Trejo, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I'm fucked. It's me. It's because I was like born in New Zealand and raised in New Zealand. My fucking everything's all fucked up. How I talk and that, how I read shit. Let's have a look at this guy. I want to read about him. I'm just going to write his name. And I'm going to write loves America, and we'll see what comes up. He's on Twitter and he's saying something about how he loves America. I thought he does like fucking motivational speeches. The hardest man in Hollywood. The Guardian's written about him. The Guardian's shit. They wrote that hit piece about me, and they're like, fucking Dusty, has connections with white supremacists. And in the same fucking photo, I'm standing next to a Fijian dude who's in the Proud Boys. The fucking bullshit artists. The Guardian. But they seem to like actually write a lot of articles and that. They get it. They know how to fucking change culture. He's the hardest man in Hollywood, he reckons. His face is fucked up. He does look like my boss. He looks like fucking a mad Burns victim. Why isn't my laptop working? Let me read this. Danny Trejo is 74. Holy fuck, yeah. He's a mad dude. But he was never meant to live so long. I didn't even think I'd make it out of the 1960s, says the actor with a deep husky laugh. You could imagine it, eh? I picked the wrong role model, he explained, recalling how he first tried heroin at the age of 12. Whoa, that's so fucked up. When I was in year 8, my mate tried heroin. He's like, yeah, I've tried heroin. I'm like, what the fuck? That's insane. He actually, I think, I changed schools after that year, so I never got to really see that guy again. Hopefully he ended up alright. Anyway. Tree Joe. I'm fucking this up. What's his first name again? Danny. We're calling him Danny because I can't. No disrespect. It's the problem. I can't fucking say weird pronunciation. It's my fault. Let's face it. Danny ended up serving time in every state prison in California. Whoa. But something happened in 1968 that would change his life. The actor who has starred in everything from Machete to Sky Kids. What a fucking legend. He even does kids movies. Was involved in a prison riot that caught that got caught throwing a rocket at a guard. He went to the hole and he says, me and two other inmates thought we were going to get the gas chamber. Mate, it's America. They don't do that shit. Fucking crazy. I was potentially facing the death penalty. Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough. Maybe that's fucking half true. Anyway, I want to hear what he fucking said. I thought he became a Christian and it changed around. Danny wasn't changed for inciting the riot, charged for inciting the riot. He was later released. He kept his word. He went clean, prayed to God each day, and began work as a drug counselor in 1984. He bought onto a set of a runway train to help with the shoot during problems. The screenwriter himself, an ex-convict called Eddie Bunker, recognized Danny from San Quentin prison, and knowing his reputation as a fighter, asked for help with the boxing scene, and so began Danny's entry into the film world. Yeah, so he's like a mad fucking Christian, and he's a legend. He's pulled his shit together. God bless him. Anyway, I just want to find where he's like, America! When he just fucking tells you how America's the boss, the land of the opportunity, and he believes in meritocracy, and you know what I mean? That's the most important thing. America. Yeah, he's 75 years old, man. What a fucking stud. It's like Jesse Lee Peterson, that African American dude he's like a shit stirring Christian. And that guy, man, he's fucking 70. I think he turned 70 this year. And he's 70, that guy, and I'm like, whoa, dust bow. I'll be doing this shit. I'm only 31. Am I 32? I don't know. 31, 32, yeah. And Dust Bow's got another 40 years in him before he gets there. 43 years. Imagine that. Surely by that stage, you'd have a decent following. Just keep chipping away at it, mate. Surely get better and better. You know what I mean? Have a fucking crack every day and you slowly improve. That's the secret. That's Dusty's secret. Just don't be afraid to fail. Have a go. Have a go, you mug. The drink's almost empty. Oh, I'll show you my other. This is my other memorabilia from America. I didn't even get an American flag when I went over there. I think I already had an American flag from a mate when he went over there, and I don't know, somehow I lost it. And then also my Nigerian mate, who loves America too. He's a fucking normal Christian, hardworking. You know what Nigerians are like. What do they say about Nigerians? I did not come to the West to wear baggy pants and shoot a pistol sideways. That's what Murph said. I stole that off him. Sounds funny, but I like it. That's how I got the MAGA hat from my Nigerian mate. He works hard. He's a great role model. We volunteered at our and served. We ran a little youth group for young teenagers for a few years together. He bought me this hat when he went there, and then I lost my fucking American flag. My mate bought me back. And this is one of my memorabilia I have left from my fucking holiday in America. I got two. These are only the two things I have. My Bubba Gump shot glass and my bottle opener from Vegas. Which, like, every state I went to, I bought a bottle opener. Because it's like a cool thing. I was like, yeah, sweet, I can fucking drink a 6-pack or drink whatever, a 6-pack and open a beer with a different bottle opener. You know what I mean? And it's like a bit of fucking nostalgia, a bit of take me back to the fucking God's country, you know what I mean? So, but this was the best quality fridge magnet beer opener that I bought. The rest of them were really low quality and shit. And I recommend if you ever, it's a good idea to buy the fucking fridge magnet beer openers. It's like a cool bit of memorabilia for you, but this is some beer that's been in my fridge for probably 3 months. And Miller Chilled. Miller's beer is great, think Miller's is American. America. God's country. The land of the fucking free. Anyway, it doesn't even say. It's probably just made in Australia now. Australia. Anyway, the reason this beer sat in my fridge so long, it's lime flavored. So, it's not too bad. Maybe the lime has fucking died down because it's been sitting in my fridge further fermenting for like probably 6 months. Thanks whoever left that fucking beer in my fridge. Probably from the last barbecue. I was necking beers the other week. Someone left a 6-pack of Coronas at my house. I was like, yeah, mate. Laughing. You're a good guy, Dusty. Thanks, mate. The Guardian is fake news, man. It's a comedy rag. Yeah, I know. The fucking Guardian is so shit. Even if you did, who cares? People have freedom of association and can do as they please. So as long as they do not infringe on the equal and unalienable rights of others. Yeah, so the thing is, I interviewed a guy named Blair Cottrell, who they say is a fucking white supremacist. But I don't even believe he's a white supremacist because who the fuck knows? They tried to call me a white supremacist and I'm not. I'm proud to be of fucking Celtic European heritage. I love that. I do believe in zero illegal immigration and fucking encouraging a culture that encourages families and natural population growth. I do believe in that. And I do believe in civic nationalism. I believe we should have things that glue us together, like a common language, a common law, meritocracy, capitalism, democracy. I think them things, fucking property, property laws, legal contracts, all this stuff like makes for a great Western culture, minimizes corruption, gives people freedom, personal responsibility, all this stuff, which has fucking made the Western world the greatest civilization on earth. Anyway, I interviewed this guy named Blair Cottrell, who I don't believe is even a bad guy because of my personal experience talking to him, he seemed like fucking all good. He seemed fine. So I'm not gonna write him off. I'm not gonna write people off. You know what I mean? Unless someone like says like something really wild, and you're like, fuck, that's a bit full on, mate. But then again, if you're like interviewing people, this is the thing. I'm going around interviewing people. Wouldn't you interview anyone? Like if I interviewed fucking some crazy fuck from ISIS, doesn't mean I'm endorsing what they do. But this is the thing. Like I'm listening to during the week. I was listening to this podcast. Listening to a podcast all week because at my work it's a bit slow, and it's kind of good when work gets slow. I just fucking listen to music and podcasts because I'm not, operating fucking machinery and driving machinery around. So yeah, I get the opportunity. I can fucking listen to stuff. This is the show I was listening to because I love a good conspiracy. And I think that's a part of Americana. It's like this freedom of speech. Like you were saying there, JP Leninhart. Like you were saying, it's about we have freedom of association and all this stuff, right? There's a thing here where I reckon America has a lot of conspiracy theories because at least you're free. You have this element of freedom that we don't have. We don't even have it. We're fucking second best. You guys are number one, and then other Western countries like other British colonies are like number two, and then you probably got not Western Europe's shitholes now. Eastern Europe's probably got more freedom, and then Western Europe would come in fourth. But anyway, Americana is conspiracy theories because you have this culture of freedom of speech and association. Anyway, I was listening to this conspiracy show, The Conspiracy Show with Richard Syrett. Yeah, that's it. It's not bad. And what was I saying about this guy? No, so what I was saying about this guy is he's a Christian. He's like, I'm a Christian. So he loves talking about Nephilim and fucking the flood and aliens, and kind of tries to talk about things in a Christian context, but he keeps interviewing people who aren't Christian, people who are like witches and fucking believe in Bigfoot and all this other stuff, like occult stuff. He interviews them and talks to them, and the best thing about that guy is he doesn't agree with them, but he listens to them. He sits there, he listens to them, he asks questions, and he asks good questions, and he gets more information out of them. And he lets them talk. He lets them actually say what they believe, even though he doesn't believe in them. That's that's what good journalism is. And I was just watching that guy's show, and I'm like, this guy's fucking sick. He's awesome. He's just letting them say it as they believe it. And that's where I'm like learning that, and I'm like, wow, if I have opportunity. It used to be a big thing. Like there was a stage where I had I've got Facebook again, but I had Facebook. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get my fucking hat, my bogan. Can't do it. My natural state. Even no, America. Thanks for the MAGA hat. MAGA hats are awesome. This is the next level MAGA hat. Make Australia great again. Sorry, I had to do that. No disrespect to you, America. Anyway, what was I saying? I fucking forget what I was saying. Something about conspiracies. Yeah, the guy can interview anyone, and he can fucking get the information out. It was good. I've lost track what I was saying. Stupid fucking idiot, eh? That's life. That's what you get when you watch the show. Hey, Daywave Radio's here. Hey, man. I'll fucking come back on the train tonight on the piss, and I can jump on your show if you want. I'll keep my phone on charge. Why the fuck isn't my phone on charge? Should be. Anyway, I'm going on a hunting trip, Royce. So I'm not doing my Saturday Dusty Bogan show. Oh, what is it? Dusty Wave Radio, which I stole that name from you, and I stole the graphic. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can see the graphic that I put on there. And I pinched all your stuff. I copied and pasted it, and I made my own sweet fucking thing there. So thanks heaps. I didn't even ask if I could do that. I'm sure you don't care. I'm sure you don't give a fuck. I reckon you'd probably give me the thumbs up, if anything. Thanks for tuning in, Royce. If I'm on the piss tonight, and I'll chime in on your because I'm going on a hunting trip, like I was saying. So I was like, I got today off work because we're fucking slow, and they don't care if I had today off. I've got today and tomorrow off. Tomorrow I'm going on a hunting trip, and I was like, I'm going to be away for a long weekend, so I thought I'd do Thursday early so I can go out with my missus tonight and spend time with her because I'm going to be away for the weekend killing animals. You know how that is. Fucking awesome. Bieber, anti-bullying. It's not like white people have a religion that tells them to rule the world and enslave other races. Nah, we don't. The Christian religion says, go make disciples of all the nations. That's what Jesus said, the Great Commissioning. And like, isn't that like a funny thing where Jesus, the Jesus of the Bible, he's he's like likes the idea of a nation state. He's like, go to all the nations. You know what I mean? I love that. So we should kind of like look after our borders and have local governance and make sure we look after our own culture. I think the Christian idea is to not go make one giant world culture, but to understand that you can be a Christian and have your own national culture. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Anyway, comment section. Here we go, mate. Can't believe only 10 of yous are watching. I thought I'd have a huge audience today. But thanks for watching, 10 of yous. Freedom has been led astray by the CIA manifesto. Misinfo. Oh, yeah. Royce is generous. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Yeah. I reckon they don't mind. I reckon they're cool. They helped old Dusty out by getting me heaps of subs, give me shout outs. How nice is that? Just some fucking random bogan from the other side of the planet. You know what I mean? Dusty, do you mean Paul and Rice or just pop in the chat? Oh, I'll probably jump in on his chat and then I'll be like, "How you fucking going?" If like the stars align, like last time I got on this show, I was in the comment section. He's like, "You want to come on?" And then I just randomly went on Skype on my phone and got on the show, which is fucking awesome. It's how I like to do it in the desert. You know what I mean? Keep pushing and fighting Wolverines. Yeah. Yeah. What am I hunting? We're going to be hunting. You can only hunt non-natives in Australia. So there'll be plenty of pigs and foxes and bloody wild cats. All these animals that just destroy the fucking environment for the native animals. And I mean, we've got a problem in Australia even with native animals that are like kangaroos, right? Kangaroos fucking they breed as long as there's water. So like generally there's like a generally we have a wet season, say, and the roos would only breed during wet season. But now with all the dams on farms and troughs and stuff, the roos just continuously breed and they're like a fucking plague. And then when they breed that much, they fucking destroy the habitat for like smaller mammals and stuff. So it's a bit fucking, it's kind of like, yeah, they encourage people to hunt and trap and stuff out on the farms because it's like trying to balance the ecosystem, you know? And I get to do that with a gun. So that's fucking, how fun is that? Kent of the North. Can't stay. You're awesome, Dusty. Thanks, mate. $1.90. That's fucking sick. Here's the thing: if you give me $5 in the super chat, and I'll do a shot for you. I'll do the first one free. How you fucking going? This is the good moonshine, homemade bogan style. I recommend buying a still, everyone. Not bad. Fuck. Non-native people, non-native animals. The Aboriginals are all good. Like, I got Aboriginal mates. My Aboriginal mates, right? My youth, we used to run this life group, and they're all Aboriginals, young kids, and I'd bring them around. And like the cool thing is, I've got compound bows. I get one for you anyway. I've got compound bows and long bows and stuff. And we shoot them in the backyard. And I was like, right, boys, we were fucking having the cool thing we used to do. I used to get them to come around, we'd chop wood and then start fires. And I'd make them start fires with the flint. I don't know if you ever started a fire with a flint, with a knife and a flint. It's actually quite difficult. It's not as easy as you think. I'll be like, you can start the fire. They'd have to start their own little fire with the flint, and then they could play with the big fire and throw fucking wood on and chop axes. So I'd incentivize them. They'd have to use a flint to start a fire. Then they could chop wood and shoot arrows and shit. And it was real fun. And one morning, the next morning, I was like, right, I got to go to work. Fucking see us in a few hours. Came back and they'd like killed all the birds in my backyard with the bow. And I was like, what the fuck have you done? But they have native title, so they can kill any animal they want. Only give you $2. Here's $3. I earned that. Earned that shot. Thanks heaps, bro. Ken of the North. What a stud. Perpetuating alcoholism. You know what I mean? That's fucking. I've hit the jackpot, mate. People pay me to drink. That's the bogan life. I want to, deep down inside, everyone's a bogan. I want everyone to tune into this. I call it the Holy Spirit. That's what Jesus was talking about. You get you dialed in on this shit. This way to live. You know what I mean? Let me read this. J.P. Leninhart, Isaiah 33:22. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king, he will save us. This is the model for our American judicial, legislative, and executive branch of government. Amen, brother. America's fucking awesome. Same with our constitution is based off the Magna Carta and the Bible, so that fucking totally helps Australia, and we keep getting undermined. In Australia, they undermine the fucking our constitution with the High Court. They have this. They can change. I think actually you can only change the Australian constitution with a referendum, but they use the High Court to change it. So we're getting fucked. You know how that is, but so it is in the world, eh? They try to keep fucking screwing you. They keep trying to fuck us over. I don't think it really works. I think for the most part, I totally believe that all the radical gays and radical Muslims and radical left and right wing, I reckon they're all super minorities, and the bulk majority of people are fairly normal. The biggest problem we have is a society that can't say, we've got a problem with people who can't say yes. They can't get off their ass and be doers. And then we've got a problem with people who can't say no. Be like, nah. Just learn to say no. Learning to say no will give you a great life. We need to learn to say no. And then there's we have got a problem in culture where it's like the virtues signaling. So we have left wing, right wing extremists. We got fucking gay extremists, Muslim extremists. And then what you have is virtue signaling. You have a fair chunk of the population that kind of virtue signals just so they can they're like, oh, I want a virtue signal to these extremists, and they capitulate to them. And that's what we mainly see. You get the trigger from the super minorities, and then it spreads like wildfire through the virtue signalers. And I don't think the world's in that bad of a state in reality. I think we just need to understand the virtue signalers and the virtue signaling weirdos who we just really need to help the virtue signalers. We need to be like, come on, guys, you don't have to bend over backwards and been blown in the wind like pathetic losers every 5 seconds. Here's a fucking, here we'll go this. This is a bit of old news. Former Guns N' Roses drummer Steven Adler hospitalized with reportedly self-inflicted knife wounds. Holy fuck. So the guy tried to kill himself. Former Guns N' Roses drummer Steven Adler has been hospitalized after reportedly suffering a self-inflicted knife wound. The guy's fucking crazy. A spokesperson from the Los Angeles Police Department confirmed to Fox News that the officer responding to the Rock Studio City, California home on a call of possible suicide attempt. When they arrived, officers determined that no crime had been committed and deemed the incident a medical emergency only. Alder was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And this is the main thing I want to say about that. And it's like, the main thing I want to say about that is, in Western culture, we get tricked into thinking like money and fame and all this shit is going to satisfy us. I don't think it does. I think Hollywood's full of these cases of fucking suicide and fucking mental rehab retardation. And like my younger brother, the old fucking postie bike. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I bought the young lad's bloody postie bike off him today for $500. I own it now because he's going through a tough time. And you know, the money ain't gonna solve the problems for you or for me or for them or for anyone. The materialistic fucking the gratification of the fucking nerve, the stimulation of the nerve endings, the more shinier shit you can hold, it ain't gonna cut the mustard. It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna satisfy. This is why the 4th of July is so important. It's culture and tradition and community. And I think religion and faith and being a Christian is important. But like these are the building blocks of society and who we are. And it's like when I started this fucking rant, and I spread the I was reading somewhere about the fucking. I'm working this shit out. I wonder if you guys think I'm doing a better job with my webcam on my laptop. Does it look like I'm trying to look at the camera? It's fucking doesn't really matter anyway. Let's face it, I don't know what I'm doing. Just fucking having a crack. Rule number 1 in life, just have a go, you mug. Don't be afraid to fail. Just have a fucking go. And that's how you get shit done. You know what I mean? That's like I was saying about Independence Day. The fucking metaphorical story about Americana. The alien invasion, America, Will Smith saving the world. We need to get back to the metaphor and the storytelling. And I think that's what Trump's done. We see it in Independence Day, and we see it with Donald the man, the big fucking Donald the dad. We see it with him with his 4th of July fucking celebration tomorrow. He's going fucking full awesomeness. He's having a fucking crack. He wants his fucking face carved into the bloody, what do they call that thing? I forget the name of the mountain where they carve people's faces into it. Mount Rushmore. There we go. It's fucking seeped in somehow. You know what I mean? Through the fog of the grog and the shots. Seeped in. What a fucking miracle. Anyway, I'm looking for an article here about Trump the man. The God Emperor. You know what I mean? 2020. all day, every day. I'd love to come over for 2020. We're going to try again for baby soon, so I don't know if them plans will be... I prefer to have a baby than come over in 2020, let's face it. Didn't fucking work last time. But that's life. Life sucks. It kicks you in the face sometimes. And you just fucking roll with it. It's the same shit article. Anyway, let's have a crack at this. This is something I was reading. The 4th of July is America's Day. It was on the 4th of July 1776 that the United States became an independent nation. Independence Day is a day that breaks out of the old barbecue. Stock up the fireworks and eat a lot of hot dogs. And drink a lot of Budweiser. Amen. I enjoyed Budweiser. Budweiser reminds me of Australian beer. Just like that standard, normal as fuck beer that like everyone should drink. It's kind of beer you could just drink and have a good night and have no drama. Not like that tequila. When I was in America, I was drinking the tequila all the time. I was just fucked. Makes you into a mess, and your hangover's just like, you just feel drunk for longer, I think, and your hangover's just drunkenness in a way, and you just feel like dying. And I enjoyed hot dogs and pizza and hamburgers over there. Fucking amazing. It's the best. Hot dogs and fireworks may sound like strange things to mention, but after doing some research on Independence Day, we found that hot dogs and fireworks have a lot to do with America's holiday. There's a lot of other facts about July 4th. Here we go. Well, they fucking want to tell me some facts about July 4th. Yeah, all right. Fun and quirky July 4th facts. That's what they reckon. On July 4th, United States, the nation's most patriotic day of the year, with red, white, and blue blowing in the wind. America celebrates. They're back in their backyards and get together at night for exciting fireworks displays over the country. Fuck yeah. I love fireworks. In New Zealand, the best part of the 5 years of going, when I went back to New Zealand, I went to New Zealand for 5 years, was the fireworks. You can buy fireworks in New Zealand. You can't buy them in Australia, which is probably because of the drought, and you can fucking burn down a whole suburb if you burn the fucking bush down. That's a bit dangerous over here. You see it in California. I think in California they introduced Australian gum trees, and I think they introduced them to Spain and into California, and they like dry out and they really easily burn. Excuse me. The red, white, and blue. We want to crack it out. Yeah, so Canada's Day is on the 1st of July celebration. I heard fucking nothing about that. I read all these articles every day. I just read the news. I was dreaming. I woke up this morning and I was like, "Do you sleep good?" To my wife, she's like, "Yep," because that's a really important part of your life. It's how your quality of your sleep. So like, yeah, I slept good. That's great. And I was like, I was dreaming about reading the news because I actually read the news a lot in different nations and stuff. I like to know what the fuck's going on because I like to laugh about it. It's like funny to me. Yeah, and there was no mention of fucking Canada's 1st of July. Like, what a fucking joke. If I was Canadian, I'd be like, what the fuck, eh? However I don't know how they fucking talk. Jump back in the comment section for a second here, mate. Bob A. Yeah, strong borders are a good thing. I totally fucking agree. If you look at my Facebook, you can go to my dustybogan.com and then you can find all the links to my social media, which I don't have a lot of followers on all my social media because I got booted off 8 months ago. And I had, when I was doing interviews and stuff at rallies, I got a lot of traction and people like had moments with people and got connections, and it went like, I had a big following and I had to start from scratch again. I had to re-pivot to YouTube, and thanks to fucking Royce and Mersh, Revenge of the Sis, you know, I fucking got a little bit of a bump up again. But I was doing a lot back then, going to rallies and community forums and shows and stuff. But we were lucky because the government actually issued permits to do that. Now we don't have as many. So it's like, I don't know if that ship sailed. If there's any opportunity to do it again, I will. But yeah, if you go to my Facebook, if you go to my fucking Facebook, if you go to dustybogan.com, you can get the links to all my social media and on my Facebook and I think it was Instagram. I posted up my interview with a guy who wrote a book called Manus Days, which is about Manus Island, our offshore detention, which is actually really functional. We do offshore detention. So anyone who comes here, they go to fucking, we send them out into an island in the Pacific Island, to an island in the Pacific, and they will never settle in Australia. So we've stopped illegal immigration. So borders are fucking great. Borders are an amazing thing. Because or else you just get people who are nation shopping for, you know, social welfare and all this stuff. It's just as simple as that. Bot Bieber anti-bullying. It's because the media promotes virtue signaling. Yeah, they do. And we need to be like, hang on a minute. If you keep pointing it out, because not many people watch me, but if I could teach us a few simple things that I've picked up along the way, not like I fucking have all the answers or anything, but there's a few things that maybe I've worked out. If we keep pointing out the virtue signaling nature of things, then we hopefully we could curb that culture. It's like Jesus said when Jesus talked about money. He's like, when you give, don't blow the trumpet on the street corner, right? And then give. He's like, give in private. And I think Jesus was talking about virtue signaling. And he said, don't pray on the street corner. Don't fucking do the trumpet and then pray. He's like, pray in private. But corporate prayers are right around a lot of Christians, but don't go out on the street corner and fucking pray. And we see Muslims do that all the time. So it's like a virtue signaling culture's there too. And they did not listen, man. They didn't understand. We don't understand. I don't understand either. So I don't hate or blame these people because I didn't understand. And a lot of things I'm still learning, so whatever. No big fucking deal. But if we can point the shit out, we're laughing, mate. We're laughing. This is what happens when pander to the lowest common denominator. Yeah, that's what happens. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. My boss says it too. He's a legend. So it's all bullshit, mate. Virtue signalers are beyond help. This is what I keep saying. It's this problem with materialism. These people are like left-wing socialist nutcases. They actually think that money, taking other people's money and giving people money that didn't even earn it, they did nothing to earn that money. So we're rewarding laziness. But that idea is like, oh, but these people really need help. They're in a bad spot. They need fucking help. It's a terrible situation. They're going to give them money. Or they think like money is going to help you. Money does not actually help you, nor does even material. Like, we need to just fucking understand that, like this bogan, I have a shitty ute. My shitty ute, they're like, it's $3,000 to fix your ute. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't even want to spend the money. I tell you, like, if it was one of my family members or someone, I'd probably help them out to fix their car or buy a new car. But when it's me, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'll ride a fucking bike to work. I'll ride the postie bike to work. I don't give a fuck, right? But that's just me. It's how I operate. I don't really care. But I do like having a nice car. My missus has a nice car. It's nice to drive. But like when it's me, I like having a beaten up ute that you can treat like shit. So I'm like, whatever. And there's the temptation to go buy a nice, shiny, nice car and fucking all this shit. Half shot. And the materialism, like, you feel the tension where you're like, why? Like, why do I want that? To like virtue signal to people that they think I'm successful, or like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing that for? You know what I mean? I'm like, nah. Then this is the truth of reality. It's like when The Guardian wrote a hit piece about me and they said a lot of bullshit. It doesn't matter because people don't give a fuck. People don't care about Dust Bow. They don't care about Dust Bow. Even if you're fucking the most, it's like Trump. Trump does a good job, but he's just like, gives a fuck. Water off a duck's back. Because no one gives a fuck. People are quite selfish in their own nature, which is kind of like a good thing. Like, we need to worry about ourselves. What's going on? Personal responsibility. Should be worried about yourself. But that can be a positive, and then we say, yeah, you don't have to be paranoid about. I can rock up Dusty Bogan can rock up in a shit beaten up ute, and people are like, people love it. People are just like, fucking oath, mate. I can rock up in a postie bike. Which I bought today from $500 off my brother. He's going through a tough trot, and he was like, I'm gonna fucking go and sell it. I'm like, I'll give you 500 for it. Yeah, fucking righto. So now it's mine. I'm actually gonna go ride it more. And I have to look after it and shit. Probably maybe I'll go get my bike license. I don't even have a bike license. I don't even have a gun license either. But I'm going shooting. You can do that over here. As long as someone has a gun license, you're with. Anyway, yeah, virtue signaling is beyond help. Yeah, we need to be careful with virtue signaling. I think there's a thing where like looking respectful and nice and be presentable as a person is like a matter of self-respect, which is positive in society. You don't want to smell like shit or look like shit. That's having self-respect and respect for others. But then like beyond that becomes even materialistic virtue signaling. And I think like the radical left-wing people are fucking so this is the thing, is they're so militant atheist that they have fucking sold out the culture and tradition and values and heritage of themselves. So like they probably don't give a fuck about the 4th of July. They don't care about anything. All they care about is how they look and feel and their emotions. So virtue signaling is that currency, because that's the emotional. If I can't have materialistic, shinier, nicer things and virtue signal that way, at least they can virtue signal like there's the emotional virtue signal. Yeah, write this shit down, mate. I'm just gonna keep saying it for the rest of my life because I actually think it's true. Dusty, I left a message for Royce to let him know that you'll be popping in into Daywave chat tomorrow. You might not be streaming though because of the holiday. Oh, I should have got them on now. I could still get us on. Get them on. Hey, looks like fucking. The fuck is Mersh doing here? Is Mersh done? Okay, I can't hear shit. I think it's because my mic's in. I'm listening to Mersh, but no, I'm going to. I'll be like, oi, see. How you going? How's it going? Bang. Check that shit out. Sometimes Mersh gives me a shout out. What a fucking stud. Anyway, I reckon I could send this to fuck, I think I only have Nightwave. I think I only have in my emails. I'm just like I'm going off the success of Daywave and Nightwave radio. You know what I mean? I'm on the coattails. Just like, hey mate, Dusty Bogan here. Inbox. Fuck, I'd have to scroll so far down to find where Dusty, where the old Lacey. See Lacey's email. Oh, I got so many fucking emails and I need to like split it. I need to change this shit up. Anyway, have you seen Dusty Bogan website on my website, dustybogan.com? My mate, he keeps uploading my new videos, and I think it's pushed my. If you click on any article and then you scroll down to the bottom and it goes through my other articles, then there's Dusty Bogan's shotgun weddings. That's the shit you want. Here we go. Mersh. I don't think he even gets my emails. How do I fucking respond? Two? No, fucking what have I done? I think I'm just fucking being a fool now. I'm fucking it up for everyone. Yeah, I'm giving up on this endeavor. There was no fresh emails from Revenge of the Sis. If there was, here we fucking go, inbox, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's nothing there. So if they wanted to jump on, they would have. I'm a fucking nobody, mate. Just a fucking maggot on the earth. Which is a completely healthy way to fucking. What happened to the fucking sound here? He's playing some video game. I've got a PlayStation. I should have a crack at that one day. I was talking to my mate about it. I was like, let's fucking do that. Fucking play some mad video games online. The headset and shit. Any more comments here? And I can jump back into reading some article. What the fuck? Yeah, so she left a message from Royce. Yeah, he might be on holiday. When I come back later at night, maybe I'll just go live again. I could go live when I'm on the train going in there. I think on my phone. I'm fucking charging. There it is. Fucking happy 4th of July. My missus will be like, you weren't supposed to drink. Because I do like, when I go out for a beer, I prefer to go out and then drink and start off sober. So I don't like have to call it an early night. And be responsible. Oh yeah, they said they aren't streaming tomorrow. Oh well, such is life. Fucking oath. Go and celebrate the 4th of July. That's what we're all supposed to do. Supposed to go out and have a fucking fun time. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going for beers tonight, 4th of July. I should wear my MAGA hat and see like how that fucking goes down. Maybe getting a punch on. I'm only going on a hunting trip for a few days, so like even if I do get in a punch on for wearing a MAGA hat, it's like who gives a fuck? I can shoot animals with black eyes. Hey, someone gave me. Did I miss that super chat? Happy 4th of July in the heart of America. Amen, brother. Frost, thanks heaps, bro. Thanks for your generosity. It's $5 a shot, but I'll go fucking. I had a sip of this one before, so this is you, mate. Bubba Gump. Amen. MAGA. Australia and America, make them both great. Amen, brother. And we're like slowly doing that. We're slowly doing that. Australia's having like, we voted in our guy who's like a good Christian. He's kind of like, I think he's sincerely like a Christian. Because some people say they're Christian and they're not. To be a Christian means you believe Jesus is a historical figure who died and rose again for the nations of the earth to give them a hope beyond the grave. You know what I mean? Forgiveness of sin and empowerment through the Holy Spirit. So that's what it means. To be a Christian doesn't mean you're like, I identify with a certain amount, certain values. That's not what Christianity means. Because that's just a fucking other form of virtue signaling. You know what I mean? Lisa T with the spanner. Do you even have a... Yeah. Thanks, Lisa. You're like fucking always watching me. Thanks heaps. Dylan D. Hey, Dusty. Love your streams. Watching from Maine, USA. Thanks, bro. God bless Maine. I'm wearing my MAGA hat and I just took a shot of Jack Daniel with you, mate. Hey! Amen. What a fucking legend. God bless you, Frost. Let's fucking read what other fucking articles I got here. Should be like decent news out there to read. If you go on my Telegram, you go dustybogan.com. I think I put in the link below my Telegram. That's my main social media. That's where the Proud Boys Australia is operating from mostly. And we're doing all right. We're getting new members to join, and we have to sift our way through fucking left-wing and right-wing extremists and be like, nah, we can't have you join. We don't want to drink beers with weird fucking extremists. We just want to drink beers with normal people. Like, some people get pissed off. I'm like, I'm not fucking that happy about what the fuck's going on. And that's fair enough. I can get it. But like, yeah, you don't want any full nut bags who you have to drink piss with and be like babysit them. Like, that's not fucking fun for anyone. Yeah, Telegram's the go. You can look up Dusty Bogan's mates. It links below. Get this shit. This is probably not a good article to read for the 4th of July. We need to help these people because they need to get on the Americana. They're fed up. This is what narratively. This is the name of the fucking paper. Let's call it that. I don't know what you call it. They're fed up with America's racism, so they're moving to Africa. What the fuck are they talking about? I don't think there's racism in America. There's like zero. Like, this is the thing. You know, they're like, Muslim extremism, 0.1%, maybe. I think that's probably true. And I think like gay extremism is probably the same. I think gay extremism's less. I think that's they're only 1% or 2% of the population. Let's face it. and there's 0.01% of them extreme, and everyone else is just virtue signaling. Same with these African Americans. Like, for the most part, I think most Africans who come to any Western country, even if they're there via slavery, sold, and put that in the right context. Their ancestors were criminals who were sold by their own kings into slavery. So they could have got the death penalty, and that's exactly what happened to Australia. The white Europeans were, guess what? Convicts. So they were fucking forced into slavery, and that's how Australia began. So it seems like they were just that was like a common thing that they did to convicts, that they pretty much sold them into slavery. So whatever. Get over it, mate. Aussies don't fucking whinge like bitches about it. We're just like, yeah, whatever. Move on. Meritocracy. No one's fucking judging us for that, for our ancestors' mistakes. Who gives a fuck? And yes, it's bad. It's not good. But we have to all learn to forgive and move on. I'm reading this article. There's like an African lady picture. She's actually quite pretty, because I don't find that many African women pretty, but there's some out there and you're like, yeah, she's quite pretty, quite nice looking. Daughter of a Jamaican migrant who moved to the United States in the 1980s, Ford spent her formative years in the East Oregon, New Jersey. Those years were tough, but grounded in the American dream. I never knew we were poor, she said. I had everything that I needed. She excelled at academic, receiving a bachelor degree in Selman College and a master from America University. Internship that took her to places like China, South Africa, and Ghana, which she first visited in 2008. Sounds like a fucking great success story. Sounds like Americana rubbed off on her and she's had fucking great opportunity. I had the time of my life, and I felt more at home here than I ever did in the United States and Jamaica. Oh, so she's even saying in Jamaica she didn't feel at home. Is she talking about her time in Ghana? They didn't really make that. They didn't make that. Did she feel more comfortable in China as well? Because she said she went to China, South Africa, and Ghana. But I felt more comfortable than United States and Jamaica. She recalls it was just this really weird internal experience that was like peace. She returned in the summer of 2013 during graduate school to work for the United Nations Information Center, and again in 2014 as whatever. The next year, after visiting following the Michelle Brown accident, what the fuck? She decided to try moving to Ghana. Despite having no job or prospects lined up, a decision that did not sit well with her family. Americans. Yeah, because her family knows America's amazing. They were like, what the fuck? It's like going back to New Zealand. It's not that good. The South Island in New Zealand is not that good. There's fuck all people and all opportunity down there. Americans, you know how people think about Africa, she says. They think it's all jungle. People live in trees. It's so crazy how the narrative has survived. Oh, fuck off. No one fucking thinks that. That's bullshit. I think Africa's just got a huge problem with corruption, that's all. Deal with the corruption, mate. And you probably have a thriving, amazing nation. I don't think the African people are limited at all. They're made in God's image. I've read the Bible, lady. I know this. Do not limit yourself. And people think we don't drive cars, we fucking ride kangaroos around, but I don't fucking complain about that. Now Ford works with firms like the financial tech company Mazuma, which launched a cryptocurrency to make mobile payment easier. Sounds fucking awesome. And the data mining company Biotech. She works out of a suburban co-working space, and after working at 5 a.m. after walking at 5 a.m. to pray and meditate, she gets her emails done before driving off to meetings. Is she praying to Jesus? I fucking hope so. Sometimes she jumps on a motorbike to avoid the snarl of cars that choke the city. She sounds pretty fucking cool, actually. I jump on the motorbike and pray to Jesus. I feel like Africa has more opportunity for me. Fuck yeah, this feels like a pioneer. I kind of really like her. Ford's move is part of a large trend of African Americans and Ghanaians Americans moving back to the continent, and Ghana specifically. Members of the African American Association of Ghana estimate that about 5,000 African Americans currently live in Accra, a sharp increase from about 1,000 a decade ago. The influx of skilled workers helping to grow several industries in the country, particularly technology. Sounds fucking awesome. Heck yeah. I feel way better in Africa with my people. I don't blame you. Who gives a fuck? We could learn a lot from Africa in their faith and how they do things. You know what I mean? I think we're fucking falling short in a lot of them areas. Hopefully, this based African American, she could be like a fucking shining light for us all. You know what I mean? She's a pioneer. She's fucking taking pioneering back. I am going to be the pioneer. I am fucking sick to death of the whinging bitches of this world. Time to take it back. Anyway, I'm gonna piss in a bottle in a minute, eh? Holy fuck! Dylan D, here's a couple of shots on me. I don't think I can even do that amount of shots. I'm gonna piss my pants. Holy fuck, someone else gave me money too. It's a miracle from Jesus in the Black Africa. Rich. Gonna send me to a short grave, just be fucking maggot drunk. This fucking chair is uncomfortable too. It's fucking with me. Alright, guys, how about I go take a piss? I have no help here. I have no help for anybody. I've got no cups. All I can do is piss in my pants. That's not gonna happen. I am not an animal. This is not Australia, where the people are animals. Anyway. Sober Dolb are aliens from another galaxy within the Earth, or spiritual entities. I'm taking a piss. Put up there. Well, we got 2:33. I'm gonna go. See you later. Just fucking. Let's see. Let's do this. I'd be very nice to you, and I make a funny song. I reckon I could take a piss in like 2 minutes, and in that time, you can listen to the Dusty Bogan song. It is a song about a bogan who is dusty. You can listen while I throw in a. There you go. Dusty. ain't fucking going, mate. Fuck that. This is going to get me bloody demonetized. Gee, Louise. Where was I? Where was I, my friend? Listen to that music. That's not the right one. Where's my own show going there? Oh, crap. How good is that song, by the way? Hate to leave yous and love yous and go take a fucking slash. 19 people watching. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Am I clawing backs and getting people here? 18 watching now. He's fucking sick of it. That last dude was just like, I'm out of here, mate. Who takes a piss and leaves everyone? Someone who doesn't want to piss their pants. All right, mate. I'll jump back in the comment section. Piss wave. Yeah, that's what it is. Holy fuck! Dylan D shouted me fucking $20. I can't believe that. Thanks heaps, bro. Aliens from another galaxy within the Earth or spiritual entities? Whoa. That's fucking deep. That's deep, bro. I'll just go get something. Well, this is my galaxy that I own. I'm the creator of this universe. This is Dusty's universe. It's got a Proud Boy. It's okay to be a Proud Boy sticker on it, and for 13.5 billion years, I'm going to be the god of this universe. And we've all heard of like the Big Bang, and like the way they justify evolution in the Big Bang is through the multiverse. So there's billions of these with Big Bangs happening with their own laws of physics and everything. So inside that reality, to just like, because simply it's like, to justify evolution in the Big Bang, we must have a multiverse to say that we're the lucky, I think they said even, like we're the lucky one in 100 billion trillion or something times 10 times 7, like whatever it is. So we're so fucking super lucky. Random chance. If this all happened by accident, I just don't believe it. I don't think my jar, like, if my jar in 13.5 billion years turns into my own universe and I'm my own god, that's going to be cool. I'm happy about that. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty fucking happy about that. But I don't believe it's going to happen. So I think there's a god. I think there's something else out there. And I think that, but I also do think that there's a lot of dimensions. I was reading this thing. Get me phone out. Get me phone out. It's kind of, and I'll get to old mate. Oh, what the fuck's happening with my phone? I'm doing it the old school way. This time I'm trying it with my webcam on my laptop. I'm thinking I'm doing a better job. Yeah, I just got a text from my mate Gav. He said, "Hey bro, thanks heaps. It's a fake birthday on Facebook." I tried to hide it because my alt. Anyway, fuck. I wished him happy birthday, but it was only a fake birthday. Anyway, there, mate. I was listening to a podcast, like I was saying before. When I get slow at work and we do maintenance, I listen to heaps of podcasts and music and stuff, which is awesome because I like being bored. Extreme boredom is like, I like being at peace in my mind and resting in my mind, not thinking, and being like a meditative, normal state. It took me a long time to work that out, but it's fun to listen to. I think there's like fun. You build into a state in Western nations where we work so much, we do so much, we build a pattern At least like when you're real slow, at least when I'm listening to podcast or music, it's like at least I'm doing something. At least I'm being productive in some way. If I'm listening to music, I'm adding to my playlist and making better songs to listen to, or deleting songs and adding new songs to my playlist. Or I'm listening to podcasts. This is a podcast, The Conspiracy Show with Richard Sayrit. I don't know. Anyway, I was listening to this fucking podcast. I actually do have a podcast too, but I haven't been doing much on it. I was gonna do I got 5 subs on there. That's all good. On Castbox, the Dusty Bogan. I got a few things on there. I might go do that, develop that more, but you know, it's all time. Anyway, I was listening to this podcast. It's relevant to Stober Dolb and the aliens. Aliens from another galaxy within the Earth, or spiritual entities. I was listening to this podcast. It was really interesting. It was about the hyper dimensions. Richard Cement, and he was talking about how scientists, theoretical physicists, believe there are 103 dimensions. Holy fuck! And 11 universes. That's fucking wild. And in the Bible, it talks about how there's 6 heavenly realms. So it's like there's definitely biblical that there's more realms and dimensions and universes. Because even in that multiverse theory, every time like a new jar, Big Bang goes off, they write their own laws of thermodynamics. So at that point, there's completely different realms of reality. So fucking tripped out. I think it's amazing. And I think inside of this, we have, there's definitely opportunity for fucking aliens and demons and angels or whatever. But I try to like live my life without being too spiritual, like worrying about that. It's not really good for people who have mental health problems and stuff. Anyway, I was listening to that podcast. That's quite informative when they talk about it. Just people who have delved into it big time, which is interesting to listen to. Are aliens from another galaxy within the Earth? Or maybe not. I'd say that the aliens are not within our galaxy or spiritual entities. Fuck. I think at the point where if there's a multiverse and they all have their own laws of thermodynamics and stuff, they're operating like, are they operating from another dimension, or are they operating in this Earth, like in this dimension? It's almost irrelevant. The question would be like, is there something else there? And even biblically talks about the fallen. There's so much in the Bible that definitely justifies, like there's the Nephilim, there's the fallen angels and stuff. Transdimensional, this guy, I used to say transdimensional aliens, but that trans has been ruined. That word's been ruined. So that's gone. Can't really say that anymore without being like weird. So this guy said hyperdimensions. Hyperdimensions. I think that's a good word to be used. Hyperdimensions. I think there's hyperdimensional aliens from other realms. I think it's completely realistic to say that. Yeah, it's fucking hugely. I think it's reasonable to say that. I'll keep reading. Australian chicks are hot. I reckon. Yeah, I totally think that. When I went when I've traveled like around the world, right? And then like you get back home, you're like, yeah, I think we have fucking really good here. Amazing. Women and men. I think even the blokes are better looking. The men are better. The women are better looking. We do things pretty good. If you come to like party and nightclubs in Australia, we do that even better. We do fucking heaps good. I fucking good as I love America. They do it fucking good too. In Ghana. They do it good in Ghana. Happy 4th, Dusty. Thanks, mate. So I'm just gonna skip a few. Donate $1 and I'll if you donate me $1, I don't know if you can donate 50 cents. I don't give a fuck. I'll read it. Then that way you can guarantee me not skipping you. Hentala Lord. Hentaya Lord. Dusty, I came over from Revenge of the Sis. Love your content. Just subbed. If you ever come to Austin, Texas, let's meet up. Almost sound like Arnie a little bit, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Meet up and have a cold one with some homeless. Fuck yeah. Let's do that, bro. That's the way I necked the beers with the homeless when I was in America. They're all good, man. Don't be tricked into a fear mentality. I think there's like a wisdom mentality where you're like, yeah, I had that. Like I'd drink with the homeless and have beers with them. I'd be like, I want some money. I should stop speaking like that because they weren't all African either. Even the African American homeless, they were like, I'm a veteran. I fucking die. I kill people in Iraq. You know what I mean? They were fucking based. Like based Latin. All the homeless are based as fuck. They love America. They're my people. Like, here's the truth. I almost pulled out of going for my missus going for drinks with her workmates tonight, and I almost pulled out because it was one of these shitty bars where it's $10 a beer. Took a lot for me to pull that together to want to go there to somewhere where it cost me $10 for a stubby. That fucking it really does give me the shits. Sorry to say, it's hard for me. It's like an internal battle. I must do the right thing. I got to go spend time with my missus because I'm going away for a long weekend hunting. So I got to do the right thing. But any other time, I'd be like, you cannot go and drink the alcohol with the yuppie. Oh, my missus is calling. Damn, the headphones. Loudspeaker. Hey, babe. All right, cool. I'll see you soon. All right, I'll see you soon. I'm still doing a live. Love you. Bye. True love. Anyway, fucking lost what I was saying. Thanks, mate, for telling me I can have a beer with you in Texas. Appreciate that. Yeah, have a beer with the homeless. People aren't that bad. Neither gay or Muslims or any of them, like, or lefties. Have a beer with them. It's only 0.01% of people who are nuts. So like, it's okay. Just fucking, oh yeah, mate, let's have fucking beer. And here we go, Dylan D, $20. I can't believe it, mate. That's huge. Thanks so much, Dylan. That's really generous of you, mate. Here's a couple of shots on me. Well, I better do a shot. A moonshine. I'm really feeling a bit pissed now. Anyway. One day I'll spew on this. Thirsty Thursday. In general, it's $5 a shot, but anyway. I'm not doing 5. You get one shot. I'll probably fucking maybe a bit of spew coming out the side of my mouth. You know what I mean? Cheers, Dylan D, fucking legend from Bubba Gump. Shot glass. Ugh, fuck. Wash it down with some beer. Wash it down with some Vietnamese beer. I love Vietnamese people. They're pretty based. They hate communism. Dang, do it, do it, do it. Damn, I can't drink that many shots. I'll just be fucked. I won't even be able to go out tonight. Just go take a piss and I'll hold down the chat. We have many things to talk about. Thanks, mate. Play your song while you're going. Yeah, that song's fucking awesome. Piss wave. Right, guys, the media promoting virtue signaling. Yeah, we need to remember this. Anyway, I was fucking reading that good. Hey, friends, Lisa NW's back. I'm gonna take a few shots of tequila. Holy fuck, yeah. Good on ya. Thirsty Thursday. You need to do this. 4th of July. Is Mercer's show finished now or something? Is that the fucking story? It's $5 a shot if you want me to do a shot. Anyway, $3 a beer here. Fuck yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm going to this place tonight and it's like, it's a beautiful city view. Like, that's really nice. But fuck, man, if I have to pay $10 for a stubby, it gives me the shits. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I kind of like drinking with the homeless and like Aboriginals and like I'll drink with trannies. I've drinking with trannies and fucking Ladyboy Alley in Phuket are all good. I prefer them. I'd prefer to drink around so-called fucked up people than real yuppie people who think like being rich and shit is like, yeah, all good. I don't give a fuck if they're wealthy or whatever, but it just feels like they're not my people. You know what I mean? Just like, what? I'm just like, nah. I don't want to pretend to be like that. You know what I mean? It's just not me. Just feel like a bit like, what? It doesn't impress me. You know what I mean? I'm fucking want to get onto the culture, tradition, religion, faith, and other side of reality here, apart from that stuff. Though I love working and earning money and stuff and using it, but you gotta get that balance right. Yeah, night wave is over, but my night has just began. Amen. Good on you, Lisa. Look into them shots. Are you taking? You having tequila shots? When I was in America, man, we did so much tequila shots, and people kept offering us cocaine, but I didn't take any. It's not my thing. I don't need to take drugs, but whatever. If you do, I don't give a fuck. Just don't ruin your brain or your life. You know what I mean? That's all I'd recommend. I've seen it a lot, mate. I've seen a lot of these people who turn into fucking drug addicts and shit, eh? Good mates of mine. And you're like, fuck, beyond help kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm starting early for the 4th, mate. Fuck yeah. I wonder we should start like a global thing where I love the 4th of July. I love it. I'm going out tonight getting pissed on the 4th of July. You know, it's like a fluke chance. I didn't even know when I put in my holiday form to have Thursday and Friday off. I didn't even know because I'm in the future. This is 4th of July. This is the 4th of July where I'm from. It's amazing. Donald Trump is the God Emperor and Brexit's about to happen and the PC culture is just about virtue signaling and everyone's aware of that now and everyone's aware of the fake news. People are waking up and it's amazing. The Dusty Sheila. I love fireballs. Yeah, the Dusty Sheila always has fireballs. No, we kept having fireball shots. Oh yeah, they had fireball. We had fireball shots by the time we got to Miami. That was halfway through the adventure. Is that like a big American thing? Fireballs? Freedom from England. Amen. Bobby A. I love England. When I was in England, I had a fucking great time too. Hold the line. Freedom in England. We need more freedom. Should I go back to that African article, or are we like fucking? Okay, so like, there was an article today I read about Jewish Americans protesting the what do they call it? They call it the fucking detention centers. And they're like, this is a concentration camp, and they were just going off. I was like, what the fuck? And then get this article. This is one from Australia. Young Australians rejuvenate Israel's collective living movement within urban communities. I think they've like misunderstood what's going on. It's just called share accommodation. It's when you all rent out a house together with your mates. It's a shared community. It's a form of socialism. We've adopted it and we're amazing. Young Australians rejuvenate Israel collective living movement within urban communities. So it's like they're putting like a Jewish spin on socialism. That's who wrote this? The ABC, Australian Broadcast. $1 billion a year fucking tax funded news agency. We can compete with The Guardian. Fuck yeah, that's amazing. Right, let's fucking read this. The first night Melbourne born, whatever, Sheila, lay down to sleep in a new home 14,000 kilometres away. His bed was made and his dinner was cooked by 6 of his new community members. Who the fuck makes it? Who the fuck makes someone's bed for them other than the mother? This is fucked. If someone made my bed, like, I deep down, I love my mum, but she tries to do the shit for me all the time and gives me the shits. It's not her fault. It's my fault. I'm fucking just weird like that. I like to be independent. Like, I don't need your help. I don't need it. From Ghana. It's the 1% African genetics I have. No, I'm joking. Me and that Ghana chick from Ghana have the from the previous article we shared. We're cut from the same cloth. I do not need your help. You know what I mean? I reckon we should praise her. She's changing the culture. She's not a victim. No fucking way that Sheila ain't no victim. She's my hero. I'm like, amen. Fuck yeah. She's fucking spearheading this shit. And these people are like, when I come, I don't know how Jewish people speak. Here we go. 3 years on, he remembers that as his head hit the pillow, he was thinking how nurtured and cared for I was on that first day. Yeah, but on your first day, when you like move into say you run a boarding house, you're like, yeah, I board rooms in my house out to people to make money. The first day that guy moves in, you're like, hey, mate, we're going to have a fucking normal reality. It's like a housewarming party. Everyone has beers, celebrates, has a good time. Oh, they made my bed. I reckon she's been sold out. These people have been sold out on. They should have had a fucking house. They should have all got maggot. Yeah, George, hey, fucking young, mate. You know what I mean? We do it better. I do it better over here anyway. We shoot arrows in the backyard and slingshots and drink piss and listen to metal and rock, punk rock. And I keep the women. They listen to like R&B and pop. And I'm like, you go upstairs with that shit. And we cook barbecues and drink beer and smoke cigars and stuff. It's great. This is what this person, they were like, they made my bed for me. That's shit. That's gay. Fucking hell, man. You don't even know what life is. 3 years on, and I remember that my pillow was all puffed up for me, and they made a bed for me. That's of course the fucking bed was made for you. Fuck, it's your first day. You didn't move in and they were like, we just left the room the way it was from the last cunt who was here. Didn't even change the sheets, mate. You have to do that yourself. We're trying to make money. It's a capitalistic society. They're all fucking making money here. Saving money is just as good as making money. So like they're like, we all chipped in together and rented a house together. It was amazing. It was cheaper because saving money is just as good as earning money. Did you know that? That's a little tip of the hat for you. The bogan hat for you. That's why I bought a still. They have a 75% tax on fucking on alcohol, and this cost me like $4 a bottle. $4 a liter. There you go. Saving money is, and I could have paid $40 a bottle for that, and I've saved 90%. That's amazing. Yeah, so saving money is great. You're actually a capitalist, and these people should have thrown you a party. But they didn't throw you a party. They made the bed. They only made the bed because the last dickhead left and you took all the sheets and they had to put something on there for you. Anyway. But he hadn't moved for a good salary. Anyway. Whatever his name is, the 23-year-old finished his degree and decided to make, wherever it was, he migrated to Israel to become a citizen. From Israel to become a citizen. But he hadn't moved for a good salary or a partner. He didn't even have a job lined up. He had left his comfortable Australian life to start a commune in an apartment. So he moved back to Israel. Yeah, he wanted to leave the West because he was sick of Muslims trying to kill him. That's it. That's why he went back to Israel. Is that what it's about? We're sifting our way through this. People were like, I wrote that article and I meant a different thing. And then Dusty reads it and they're like, that was a nightmare. They can't even write left-wing spin anymore because Dusty's just going to read it and be like, that's the fucking truth of that bitch. You know what I mean? It's the bogan interpretation. Know what I mean there, love? Mr. fucking Sundeep, let's call him that, is part of a new wave of mainly Jewish Australians rejuvenating Israel's collective living movement. No, Aussies are doing what they do here. We live in share accommodation with our mates. You're like, as soon as you have a job, you're like, see you fucking later to your parents. If you're lucky enough to have one, lucky enough to have parents, because we live in a society that they're just like, what makes you feel good? So, and people are just like, it feels way better to leave that woman or to have an abortion, whatever. Let's not go there. Yeah, in Australia, we move in together as mates. You rent out like a 4-bedroom house and you get 4 mates living together and it's like $100 a week. So it's normal. It's in a collective living movement. So fucking cool. It's new age, man. Yeah. It's what fucking everyone's been doing for eternity. It's the Asian influence. No. I'm joking. Don't want to go. Except instead of living in wherever, surrounded by desert or forest, these communities are in bustling cities in some Jewish city. Yeah, who gives a fuck? That's cool. That's exactly what I'll be doing if I go there. If I move to America, me and my missus would be like, yeah, is there a boarding house? Just rent a room with some other people and get jobs and be normal and keep our cost of living as low as fuck and then save your money and then buy a house. And then even rent out rooms in your own house to other people, build a granny flat, that's the trick. That's what you got to fucking do. The enduring appeal of a collective lifestyle. The Kibbutz movement began at the center of Israel society since the first one started in Palestine in 1910 by Jewish Europeans. It's called Israel, not Palestine. Who were members of the, get this shit, get this is the spin. This is the spin. This was started in 1910 by Jewish Europeans. They're Jewish Europeans now, are they? That's amazing. Who were members of the Socialist Zionist movement. The Socialist Zionists? This is even before World War One. Socialist Zionists. That sounds like a fucked movement too. All they could have said is that it's share accommodation. No one gives a fuck. And they're completely normal. But they had to put some weird name on it. Socialist Zionist movement. I think they're going to get more hate by calling it that and making it weird. My goodness. They have like a photo. People live collectively together. A Jewish life without theology. Mr. Whatever his name is introduced a life in Israel. Came during his gap year when he learned leadership techniques and volunteering. Yeah, probably called being normal. Leadership techniques and being normal and volunteering. Did he go to a local church or something? It's not socialist. This is all voluntary. This is all voluntary stuff that like Christians constantly do all the time. This is the foundation of the local church. Or just being a normal fucking person. Socialism. No, socialism is when it's forced upon you. This is voluntary. Voluntary is fine. There's nothing wrong with doing this voluntarily. But there's something wrong with it if you don't do it. People with guns come and, I'm gonna throw you in jail because I'm not fucking happy. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna have a fucking break from that bullshit. There's 22 of yous watching. Thanks for fucking watching, everyone. The stream is getting significantly better the drunker Dusty gets. I know, I figured that out the other night. I was like, yeah, I should have a few drinks. Thanks, mate. I think it was my natural state for 2 years. I've only just started drinking again. Because of my Celtic heritage, you know. That's the white power is not actually have anything to do with being white. It has everything to do with being drunk. And anyone can do it, lad. You know what I mean? Is that funny, or am I going to get booted off YouTube for saying that? It was inclusive racism. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. Let me read this. I reckon I need to buy a new comfortable chair. This is my next mission, because I sit here, or a decent desk to have my laptop on. Pardon me, I don't need to have burped into the body. In Oregon, alcohol is very regulated. Yeah, same as in Australia. They fucking control the shit out of alcohol. It's a fact. Let's say that. In Seattle, we have hard liquor at grocery stores. We have weed stores and not liquor stores. That's awesome. I'm not much of a weed smoker. Actually fucks me up. Makes me like real paranoid and stuff. So I don't. But anyway, if that's your thing, whatever. Not hurt anyone, mate. Any other fucking Are you Catholic, Dusty? Nah, I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Christian. Read Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I'm a Christian. Like C.S. Lewis was converted by Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings. So C.S. Lewis was a fucking atheist, and Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings, brought him over, and then C.S. Lewis became an Anglican, like a Protestant, but they were still mates. And he wrote a book called Mere Christianity. Talks about being a Christian, but I enjoy going to Catholic church for Easter and Christmas and St. Patrick's Day and the Day of Pentecost. I think they're all good. I think the Pope and things have been done wrong in all Christian denominations. I think the thing is the philosophy or the kind of Christianity that I believe in is represented in C.S. Lewis's book, Mere Christianity. Mere Christianity. That's what I am. Just a mere Christianity. I'll go to an Orthodox or Catholic or Protestant church. I've got Jehovah's Witness and Mormon friends too. They come to my house. The Mormons gave up on me because they were doing Bible studies. They taught me everything they knew, and I read all their books. And it was really interesting. And then they gave up on me. And then the Jehovah's Witnesses, they still pop in every now and then. I have this cool Jehovah's Witness dude who's like Russian, who actually had a court case in the High Court. So that guy's like a fucking legend. I think the Jehovah's Witnesses are not so bad. They're very exclusive. They'd be like, no, only Jehovah's Witnesses are saved. Like, yeah. No. I believe in a mere Christianity kind of thing. Where the fuck am I? I've lost where I was in the comments section. Sorry, worship your Lord Jesus who corrected the temple. Yeah, that sounds fucking great. I reckon Jesus, I just think like I'm a Christian, I follow Jesus. Absolutely. I put my trust in him. If he, you know how like Phil Robinson, the dude from Duck Dynasty says, he's like, he's the only one who rose again. He rose again. Seems like there's a lot of historical evidence that he rose again. If he rose again, gives me historical evidence of a resurrection, and I can have life after the grave, I'm listening to that guy. Not Muhammad or Buddha or Charles Darwin or fucking Ancient Aliens or any of them. Or, you know, any of these atheists, Richard Dawkins, I'll be like, nah. Because at the end of the day, what's it going to get me? Nothing. It's into the grave. I want to go beyond the grave. I want to hope for the future. And how selfish is that? But you know what? Don't really care, man. Don't want to die. I love life. Love life. I love life, man. There's nothing wrong with loving life. You know what I mean? I'll be like, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Tip of the hat. Whatever if God, Jesus is like, yeah, you did that wrong and this right, and you could do this better and yeah, and I'll be like, thanks, mate. Tip of the hat. Gives a fuck. Thanks, mate. Cheers. That's it. We're our leadership techniques. Oh fuck. Yeah, mate. Hell yeah. Feeling. How about some hunting stories? Oh fuck. They ain't good, mate. Lisa T. I agree. Dusty does it better. Wow, that's really nice. I don't know what I'm doing better, but yeah, keep having a crack at it, mate. I'll tell you a hunting story. Lisa T. With a fucking spanner. The leases are right there together. Us spanners. This is a savage story. The first hunting trip Like I've only been on one hunting trip before this. When I was a kid in New Zealand, hunting and guns are like pretty big in New Zealand, but that doesn't really count. I was really young, and then yeah, we're gonna go and hunt. We went hunting last time we got there, and I was like fucking rocked up. And then we're like, yeah, sweet, we go hunting. We went down this valley, came up the other side like a creek. I'm like, yeah, there's a roo. There's a fucking possum, whatever it was. I don't even know what. Let's say we don't know what it is. It was a non-native animal, and I was like, there's this fucking cute pig. And I was like, oh yeah, there it is. And then you put it in your scope, and you're looking at it, and you're like in the fucking cross section of your scope, and they're like eating. They look so cute. You're like, oh my goodness. Kind of feel a little bit bad for fucking 10 seconds, and then you blow its brains out, and then you're like, fuck. And then you get a little bit of adrenaline. It's kind of nice. It's like a kind of good feeling. I don't know. But then after that, you're just like, yeah. You just want to keep hunting. You just want to go hard. And hunting stories are not really nice to hear about. So, yeah, I'm not going to go there. Maybe when I come back, Cheap Tuesday next week, there's going to be some hunting stories. They'll be like fresh. They'll be fresh as. Where we fucking going, mate? Proudy boy, Dusty, Los Angeles Proud Boy checking in. Cheers, bro. Based Roof. Thanks heaps, mate. Good on you, fucking LA Proud Boys. I'm sure you got to deal with some dickheads down there. Even though I loved my time in LA, I actually enjoyed LA. It's a good fucking place. Any other fucking comments around here? There's always blood on the cement before you go in. It's a little weird. I don't know what that is about. Interesting comment. Hey, $1.99. Stober Dobbs. The old mate donated to me before. Crowdly Liam looked like a grey. Dusty. Crowley Lane. So the dude who donated me the money and asked me about aliens, he looked like a grey. I'm going back. Fuck me, the comment section's deep. No, that's no different guy. Anyway, a fucking $1.90, mate. Thanks fucking heaps, mate. I'll do a shot for you. What a fucking mess. This is how this channel's going to turn into alcoholism.com. Ugh. It's not bad. I make some good moonshine, let's say that. It's so cheap. This was the start of, like, you know, now I'm like, I didn't even want to. The thing is, my missus, I was actually looking forward. She's like, we're going to go for drinks on Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. And it'll be good to spend time together before you go on your hunting trip. I'm like, yeah, that'd be fucking great. And I'm thinking of all the cool bars we can go to that are awesome. And then I'm like, and then she's like, oh, my friend's telling me what bar we're going to. And she sent me the photo. I'm like, I know that bar. It's $10 for like the shittest bowl of beer you could imagine in your life. And it just like broke my heart a little bit. I was like, I don't even want to go there. And this all stems down from the point that I started making my own homebrew, when I realized how cheap alcohol is to create. And then I hate spending a lot of money on alcohol. Because like for 2 years I drank homebrew every day, and it was like Probably cost me $10 a week to get pissed every night. You know what I mean? I don't. Stober Dolb. He gave me $1.90. I just did a shot for him. Bradley's flame looked like a grey dusty. Does that mean he's an alien? Do I know what he's talking about? I don't know. Speaking in riddles. You should come to Maine and do some white tail hunting. Ooh. Is that like deer? That'd be fucking nice. We Americans still walk barefoot and sleep and sweep the land. I love Americans. America. I'll buy you a beer next time you visit. Fuck yeah. You can buy me a shot right now, mate. You're a legend, Dusty. Love you, bud. That's really nice. Thank you. What a fucking piece of shit. Hunting for a new wife. Amen. Good on you, Bobby A. I love that. Keep hunting. You know what? Relationships are like having a meal. Like sometimes you eat one and it gives you food poisoning, but you never stop eating. Never stop looking. You know what I mean? Keep investing in yourself. I believe in you, bro. You're gonna find a new partner, new wife, Bobby A. Hopefully you can create more babies. That'd be amazing. Bobby, I love states where you can pick up liquor at gas stations and convenience store. Florida and a few other places have drive-through at liquor stores. Same with outer, yeah. We had New Zealand had that. That's where I grew up in New Zealand. It's just like that. It's amazing. I don't even know how long this has gone. From 1, 2, 3. It's like 2.5 hours. It's almost a 3-hour podcast. I think the missus is home. We gave up on the Israeli. Here we go. Hang on a second.
What?
Just the wife's getting in on the action. Get fired from your job.
Hey.
Punching.
I can hear you getting drunk. Hey everyone.
See you
I
later.
don't know how you do this. It's like you can't see anyone.
Talk in the comment section. Yeah, Dusty's laughing, mate.
How cute are these?
Oh no.
Look, aren't they cute?
Get away from me.
Oh, they're so great.
See you later.
Unicorn.
See ya, mate. Yeah, I have to wrap this up. I don't know.
Bye everybody.
Thanks everyone. Alpha, the names. She's a cutie. Thanks, mate. Mama Dusty. Yeah, mate. I'm punching up. I'm punching. Laughing, mate. The wild Dusty Sheila appears. G'day. Yeah, I'm laughing. Let's read one more article. Let's find another fucking article to read. Holy fuck, what have I found myself here with? What the fuck? I'm delving my way through these articles. Oh, mate. Let's read this. This is pretty 4th of July. I'm sick of these fucking... This is The Guardian. I'm surprised I've read this. It's obviously some kind of hit piece. The Guardian. Anything you read in The Guardian, you know it's fucked. Here's the man. Why do bikers love Trump so much? Because he's fucking not a dickhead. No. He's a bit of a dickhead and we like him. At New Hampshire Motorcycle Week, the language is foul. The wardrobe is leather, and it's almost these holdout rebels that Trump has. It's among these holdout rebels that Trump has found to support. They're fucking badass. They're cool as fuck. Everyone's sick of the virtue signaling left. The bikies know where it's at. They have foul language and my wardrobe is leather. I don't think I have anything that's leather, by the way. There he is, the President of the United States, sitting astride a motorcycle in a leather jacket in front of the Capitol, a rifle in hand. There he is again, once more leather clad, both of his middle fingers extended as he stands on the southern border. What the fuck are they even talking about? They're painting a nice picture, but sometimes the Guardian does this. They know something about pop culture where you don't try to tell you like rules. You try to like tell people subliminally in a way through a story. They know how to do that. They've wisened up to that. The words written on the T-shirt, Demon Vest, alongside the imagery biker version of Donald Trump, excludes similar vibes. Finally, someone with balls talk shit, spit blood. Trump 2020, the wall is coming. Oh, so they're talking about a picture on a T-shirt about Trump sitting on a motorcycle with a shotgun with his fingers up in front of the White House. And they're saying, finally, and the slogan is, finally someone with balls, talk shit, split blood, Trump 2020, the wall is coming. Yeah, it's fucking cool as fuck. And I reckon like Mexicans would be like, yeah, it's badass. Everyone loves this shit. This is the real world, apart from the PC madness, where things are still cool. People are still cool. I'm not into like selling them bikies if they do sell. They sell drugs to drug dealers, and the drug dealers sell drugs to kids. I'm not into that. I think that's fucked up. Some things I don't agree with there, but I'll do like motorcycle bike clubs and clubs in general that I've tried to fucking extinguish on the face of the earth, especially men's clubs. Like they try to fucking get rid of the Proud Boys. Like just another, we're just a fucking bunch of blokes. You know what I mean? At wherever it is, New Hampshire, annual motorcycle week, the oldest such rally in the nation. Apparel supports Trump in sales everywhere you look. Fuck yeah, they do. I can see the pictures. Liam Andrews, an 18-year-old who worked at a vendor tent, had perhaps the most formidable showcase of Trump shirts. Doesn't care much for politics, but he does know one thing: the Trump shirts sell more than anything else. Fuck yeah. By the time, whatever his name is, Bike Week came to an end last month, his store had sold out most of its most popular shirts, which read Trump 2020, because fuck your feelings. Amen. That's what I mean. And I think even bikies, this is what I'm saying, bikies are attached to a culture and a tradition and values. They're doing when when we pray and fast and take communion and baptize, and we have this ceremonies, there's a ceremonial, historical, cultural, traditional part of society that the left is just trying to fucking get rid of altogether. And the bikies have still got it. Men's clubs always had them. They were always like full of ritual. Just like the Proud Boys, we have our degrees, we have our rituals. Just like going to church on Sunday, we have our rituals that are fucking great for you. They're great for you to be participate in a community ritual. Better than the atheist, left-wing nutcases who have fucking sold out all tradition and values and culture and ceremony for materialistic atheism. Like, there's nothing. There's only me and my emotions and self-gratification. That's all they have. They're fucked. The bikies know what's up. I love a little bit of rebellion. Jesus was a rebel. I call him the original libertarian. It's a core American biker subculture. It's rooted in the idea of rebellion against society's norms and against authority. It's about brash individualism. It says and does what it wants. Amen. It's fucking cool, man. And as individuals, this is where we need to, like, as a culture, like, we need to be, you know, there's like Christian apologists like William Lane Craig and Ravi Zachariah. We need to be apologetic. We need to be an apologist for Western culture now and for Christianity and all these things. Capitalism, freedom of speech, democracy, meritocracy, property rights, common law, all this stuff. We need to be apologetic about it. But how do we do it? Just like these guys. They say that individualism. We need to speak to the individual in that process. That's how we're going to win. I think the left talk about they blanket collectivism. And if you don't believe in everything I believe in, I'm going to call you a bigot. My PC culture. That's the only culture they have, is PC culture. It's fucking bullshit. Here we go. Despite what others may think, in Trump, many bikers have found an unlikely idol, a non-biker real estate billionaire who nonetheless paints himself as a rebel. Outside of disruptor. Outside and disruptor, yeah. I think they like the crudeness, his rudeness. Amen. They do. They're sick of the fucking script reading losers. The suits. We're over it. We might as well have Skynet doing things for us when we had Barack Obama. You know what I mean? Or a fucking another one of these robots. Said Bill Thompson, a lifelong biker who is an professor of sociology. A lifelong biker who is and professor of sociology in Texas A&M University Commerce, where he studies motorcycle culture. What the fuck? You should not be able to study that. You should not be able to study motorcycle culture. Like, you shouldn't be able to study a lot of all these weird fucking men. If you should only have university should be limited to career opportunity, like endeavors. Let's say that, if you don't understand what I'm saying. At rallies like wherever it is, where tens of thousands gather along the store of blah, 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 blah. Anyway, fuck it. We understand what's going on here. I can't believe the Guardian's done this article. It's kind of quite fair and balanced. It's among these holdout rebels that Trump has found a wellspring of support. Yeah, exactly. We're fucking over it, man. Personally, I think it's because he's for the commoner. He wants to make sure everybody gets a fair shake. Wow, this person who's written this is pretty good. Says Vince Kenyon. Okay, he's quoting someone, 53-year-old, who was wearing a leather Bikers for Trump vest while smoking a cigar. Sounds like a fucking great guy I could learn a lot from. When they see somebody doing good, bikers will come together and support that person. These old school, like, fuck, man, these guys are like actually cool old people. They're badasses who listen to, like, I listen to rock and metal and punk. I don't listen to R&B and fucking rap or pop. Fuck that shit. But these are the old guys who lived through an era of like punk and rock and metal. And I'm just like, wow, you got to live through that era of awesome music. You know what I mean? Anyway, I really need to fucking take a piss and get the fuck out of here. I'll just read through the comment section and we're fucking out of fucking here. Thanks everyone for tuning in anyway. Check out the dustybogan.com and you can find the links to all my social media accounts. But I do use if you get on Telegram, you'll have direct contact with me. Be able to banter back and forth like pretty much all the time, unless I'm doing shit. So you can get on Telegram. Telegram's good though. There's a lot of fucking everyone's on there, like all your alternative media and stuff. Oh fuck, Nightwave's tuned in. Holy fuck! Thanks for tuning in, mate. I should bring you in on this shit if I can. I've almost emailed you the link. Probably gone now. I gotta fucking piss. It's 3:37. I don't know if I have time. I don't know if I have time. Got shit to do, man. You know what I mean? Thanks, Nightwave. Tuning in, mate. Means a lot. I stole your my Saturday show I call Bogan Dusty Wave Radio, and I stole your graphics from I stole a little bit of graphics from all your shows like Daywave, Nightwave, and Revenge of the Sis. I thought it'd be funny because you guys helped me get a heap of subs, so I might as well just steal everything, you know what I mean, while I'm there. It's a true Aussie convict way, mate. Even that wasn't done in an English accent. Oh, fuck, I'm going to piss my pants soon. Have another shot then, you know. Have another shot will just fucking make me want to spew up the other end. Better than pissing my pants, I guess. Anyway, one more shot for the chat. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Have a great 4th, Dusty. Let's fucking do it. Oh, God bless you all. Thanks for tuning in. 22 of yous. Oh, yeah. Let's fucking pour this fucking shot up. Thank God for moonshine. God bless America. Hell, fucking thank God for America. You got to remember this. This is the thing about America. I think America got independence 4th of July. They started that pushback against the British, Europe, pretty much against the European royal families. And they actually helped Cuba. Once they got their own independence, they fought against the Spanish. They got freedom for Cuba, Mexico, and the Philippines. And they've been freedom fighters fighting for the freedom of mankind ever since. And they put so much pressure on the British that, pretty much that the British colonies have become really free. And thank you, America. Thank you for all the blood that your people spilt for the freedom. You fought against slavery. You fought against all these terrible things. You fought for democracy and capitalism. You fought for freedom of speech, property rights, meritocracy. You've fought for Christianity. You've done amazing things, and every American should be feel proud. And I'm thank you for bringing in even civic nationalism, where you guys were like Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the WWE wrestling. The fact that you can have in this Americana, where anyone could come in and participate and be part of your culture, which is spread like wildfire, and no one can contain it. They can't stop it. And everyone else is liars. God bless America. Happy 4th of July. Amen. I love moonshine. Fuck. God bless America. All right, guys, I'm fucking out of here. Need to fucking have some water. Take a piss.